Oh, what's going on there, everyone? And welcome back to the video from Dracon. Now, what are we going to be talking about today? Well, in the last video I spoke about the ever-raising prices of minis. This is the video I've been looking forward to because, kind of following on that subject, finding minis of a good price for a bunch of them is always excellent. And this company I'm about to speak of is a very great one. Now, I know on the front I'd most likely put probably like a little bit of a symbol to help kind of show you, but it is Wildspire Miniatures. Oh yes, that's right, they're back. They have a new product, and I went and got myself the, I guess you could call it top tier version of the product, because why not? Because otherwise buying the dragon separately was just, really in my opinion, is foolish. Now, MonsterSalan. This is the new product made by Wildspire, which we have right there. The artwork is simple. It's very nice. I mean, let me just move this up close so you can see it. Sorry, my ring light is making a little bit of a... There we go. Aside here, got some of the minis going around. Information on what's on the back. Some stuff like that. Some more stuff. Now, what is it that caught my attention? Well, I saw it was just a group of miniatures on the Amazon page, and I saw it. And there was a dragon in the center. And I was like, and it said 68 miniatures. I clicked on it, and it took me to Wildspire's site, sort of. And it was like, and I was like, oh. And I go, I reviewed them in the past. I loved their product. I loved the Beast and Hero set. I've done a review of the pre-painted set that they actually have come out with so far, and I'm hoping for more. And then they've come out with this one. And honestly, it's almost like its own booster brick. I'm like, 68 minis. That's a good deal. They've got good sculpting skill. They've got good plastic quality for hard plastic. That is still slightly bendable. So I'm like, huh, why not? And now let's get to the price of all of this. So 68 miniatures with a giant dragon included and other lovely things in a nice box. You pay $39.99. I had to look around when I saw that. Was like, and I mean, this is, of course, at like 2 o'clock in the morning before I went into work. And I'm looking around going like, is there a camera? Am I being punked? I'm like, $39? $40, rounded up, for all this? Like, you get a booklet, you get miniatures in the proper scale, you get 68 models, and you get some big boys, a dragon? What? And I did notice, actually, after that, there was an option to buy just the dragon. I will mention that, even though I wasn't going to buy just the dragon separately, because I already bought the big set. What's the point of having two of this dragon? Which, now I think about it, I might buy a second dragon, just because I might paint him differently. Oh, that'd be awesome. I just thought that I could get a second dragon and make it like two brothers of ancient architecture, like ancient masters of the old words and old lore and knowledge. That would be pretty freaking cool. Now I think about it, that would be fun, but maybe on a later date. Now this is called the MonsterSalan Box. I don't know if that's, I think they have like their own mechanic and their own books on it. We've got like the whole creatures. I got like a, I want to call it like a totem style goblin. We have like a flaming pug, which I've laughed so far. They have had like dogs and stuff in there, but they really like to go with their pugs. I mean, you have like a gnome riding on a pug in one of their minis, and it's just like, that's funny. You got Lamia here, which looks really cool based on the artwork. A bear, the shark to bear, as people like to call it, or what do they call it? The shark fist bear, which I'm really kind of glad someone came around and finally made a mini of it. We get deep gnomes. We get like some type of witch riding on a giant frog. The more cartoony style cat folk that are more like a cartoon cat with clothes and just a gun. Some mushroom guy. So if someone in your party want to play a Myconoi, they're kind of cool. We get like a little mini treant. What looks to be like a tiefling oni, or maybe like an orc oni. Or you know what? Sorry, maybe an orc tiefling. I forgot that orcs can be tieflings too. Like dwarves, orcs, elves, and all have tiefling forms. So maybe it's like that. But she's got like a lovely samurai style aesthetic with a whole like wrap on the chest. And then like she just wears the long like draping shirt. Now, so let's read what we got in the back. So this is a description of everything that's in it. 68 fantasy miniatures, including, so it's part of the count or not, I don't really know, but still, including one huge 6-inch bookish dragon. What color will I paint him? Maybe a purple. I don't have any real purple dragons. to really speak of a big size. So it'd be kind of cool. I definitely don't want to do a pink dragon, which is weird because I think it had a beard based on the artwork. Now, on the front here, we have like a lion with wings slashing a demon. Not really sure if the lion with wings, that's like a type of special angel. I'm not really sure. But bonus monster guide, plus artwork, plus stats and descriptions. This is not a toy, all that good stuff. We got the monster guide 1.0 for 5e. Whew. Oh, we actually have a name on this? Oh, we have like a name for who wrote it. Colin Anderson has written this monster guide. I guess it's called monster guide. And this is apparently 2020, which is weird. I have not seen it till now, so dang. Where has this been all my life, apparently? I mean, Wildspire, if you're watching my video and you guys want to support me, I'd love to review your products. So far, I've never been disappointed, and my goodness, look at the box. She is full of things. So first up, we got the actual MonsterSalan. And it's got a free digital version, so if you scan the code, you get a free digital, which I'll save that for myself, because maybe I might want that. But the book is small. Oh, we got look at the stat cards. Yeah, it's like a literal miniature guide of D&D. Like, I'm not going to, of course, make it so it reads easy, because it's, I mean, we got like Bookish Dragon Wormlings, so I guess the Bookish Dragon, there are wormlings for you. You got a beer golem. I'm just going through this to say, like, just a creature. We got coastal sirens, which are basically merfolk, which is cool because we don't really have enough merfolk miniatures really out there. We have deep gnome workers. We got Goblin Bombardier. We have a forest guardian, which you could use as like a baby tree since it's small. We have an Aranese bard. We don't have a lot of Aranese minis out there rolling around. This is a unique one. We've got a forest gnome scout. Okay, so someone in your group wanted to be a gnome of the forest variety, and you wanted a big frog to ride on. You have that mini now as an option. We have the Goblin Shaman. Okay, so I called him a totem goblin. I was close. And then we have... I'm sorry, this is funny. You can see it really well there. Actually, there we go. Hellpug. Oh, I love that. The Hellpug. We've got Lizardfolk Assassin, which I don't know why he has goggles. Here it is. House Catfolk Bandit. Okay, so that's what they're calling this new catfolk that I got wrong last time I reviewed it. It's a House Catfolk. I'm guessing these are probably more like their dwarfish equivalency of catfolk, which is fair to have like varieties. We got Ratmancer. Is it like a humanoid? Oh, it is a rat man, so it's a it's a rat person. Yeah, apparently it's like catfolk. It's like, you know, or lizard folk. It's a rat. It's a rat man. There's Sharken Bear. Okay, the Sharken Bear. I've seen people see it on like other stuff when they make it. We've got the Shroom Druid. So if your person wanted to play it, here's the stats for it. A Tiefling Outlander. Okay, so it's just a Tiefling. I thought it was a bit more. Of course, being an Outlander, I guess makes sense. We got Turtlefolk Pirates in here. Cool, we get some Turtlefolks, and he's got, I kind of like a sort of snapper, old school snapper. We got some little maps here. Show like a little picture of the map. There's one. I'm not gonna get super up close because I don't need to. You know, there's a Turtlefolk. Yeah, pretty cool. I mean, I'm liking this like book. It's pretty simplistic. Oh, here's the adult bookish dragon is actually the first creature in it. I didn't notice that. Does it say what kind of dragon he is? He says any metallic. Dang, he's supposed to be metallic. Nah, screw it. The great joy of unpainted. I can paint him whatever I want. So I can always just buy the dragon again and paint a gold version to have it proper. He does have legendary actions, Spark of Luck and stuff. That's cool. Chromatic Breath. Armored Lamia, Archdevil. So you can use that for an Archdevil if you don't have one. That right there. That's awesome. Even though it's small, I wish this had a big hardcover. I'd buy one because it's pretty cool. Okay, but let's switch this over to my other camera. We're gonna take a look at these minis. Let's take one last swig. Well, let's begin, shall we? Okay, so first up, we have a unique difference. In the book, we have a couple rats running on this guy, but in the mini here, as you can see, we have a crap load of rats on this dude. And this is the Ratmancer, as he's being called by the book. Sorry, my camera's automatically focusing. And the Ratmancer is a very unique creature. He seems to have the ability to control rodents and make them serve. I'm sorry, my camera, just adjusting the camera there quick. Sorry about that. The camera's a little off, but okay. So the Ratmancer, he's a medium humanoid, chaotic evil, not really strong, a little bit high constitution dex, pretty wisdomous and not too bad of charisma. Not bad intelligence either, being 11. So he has Swarm, which I'm guessing this must be him in Swarm mode. Sorry about that. I had to alter that a little bit. My camera's acting funny, but fixed it. So these are the Ratmancers. I got them in like a pose where they're side to side, so you see all different angles. So I guess they really kind of threw me through a loop. I didn't expect them to just sort of disregard the mini and just like basically make him look completely different. Like, you don't see his actual body set of his face and the hands, but that's pretty cool. I like it. You could use him definitely as like a Ratmancer, or you could use him as like a Rat Swarm, which would be kind of cool. Maybe it's like a Rat Swarm Golem, which would be kind of cool. Like, this thing has multiple purpose. Now, I did also, as you can see here, there is 4 of them. So each miniature, you have to kind of cut the 68 by 4 almost. Well, hold on a minute. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4 big guys. So they're the only 4 that are kind of normal. Everything else, though, you kind of like get 4 of each sculpt, which isn't bad. I like that because personally, I love having a couple options. I can paint one that's like an Arctic variant, or maybe one that's like a deep variant, or one that's like a wild variant. So this is kind of cool. I love that. And if I ever have to alter them or add things, I can do that. So that's really freaking cool. Dang, Wildspire, you threw me through a loop, and I love it. You basically blindsided me, but I'm loving every moment. Let's move on to the next mini, though, shall we? So next up, we have the Beer Golem. One of the first creatures we find in here, and I actually kind of thought it was funny because my bro is going to love this creature because he loves his beer. It's a small construct, chaotic neutral, so I mean, like, really, it probably does what it has to do. I love it has a poke with its, like, glass bottle hand. I love it's got, like, a... And now, also do notice, they do come in 4 colors. You have the reddish-orange plastic, the purple plastic, the gray, and being light and dark. I do love his little jet of ale that is holding him up. I feel like Dwarf would be only saddened by this creature doing that because he'd be saying, "No, my precious ale, you're spilling it all over the floor." Oh, poor Dwarf. This creature would be his bane right now, as it would be spilling his precious ale or smack him with what I think is a hammer. I'm trying to see if that's a hammer. 1d8. It's got to be a hammer. Yeah, it's got to be like a hammer stat. I thought it was actually like a... I noticed they gave him a broken bottle arm, but I thought they also gave him like a mug of ale to smack you with, because that would have been kind of cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I do love this. This creature follows his artwork pretty accurately. I don't see any issue. I will probably have fun doing this. I mean, heck, I might paint one of these to have more like a wine in him, just to make him like a wine golem, so he's a little different. But that's pretty cool. Really awesome, Wildspire. Really excellent and well done. So next up, we're going to be going with the interesting kind of 2-for-1 deals. We have the Forest Gnome Scout. Now, obviously, the gnome on the back is more important, but we do see this giant, lovely frog of being a giant frog, since they are medium-sized. It's not super bad and works well. As with any mount, I wish they kind of went with 4 different types of frogs or something, but... Now, I thought that was a pipe sticking out of the arm, but you'll notice that is actually an arm sticking out of the mouth of the frog, just like the picture. So they copied it to the T, and I kind of love it, because it has the swallow ability. And I find it funny because the hand in there looks the same size, but gnomes themselves are technically smaller than a human, so I could see why it could swallow another gnome, or maybe a halfling or something along those lines. Trying to see here what we got. So these gnomes speak with beasts, so if you wanted to have this type of thing, you'd speak with animals. Scouts are solitary and patrol. They can quickly spread warning to nearby scouts and organize a quick defense. Oh, wow, that's pretty cool. I mean, I love the frogs. They're really cool. And that's really just a nice little thing to have, like, a guy riding on a mount that isn't, like, just a person riding on a pug like the last one. They're kind of keeping it going by giving you another creature riding another creature joke. But this time they went with something a little bit more realistic of a forest gnome riding on the back of a big old frog with the arm of some poor, unfortunate other small character suckled down its gullet and now going, "Why? Please kill me. Put me out of my misery." As the scout just goes like, "Not today, buddy. Slowly die." Dang. Just cold. And I love it, Wildspire. I love the brutal gruesomeness. Very nice. There we go. Sorry, I had to alter my light exposure there a little bit. But hey, here we got this going with the Forest Guardian. Our small plant doesn't say anything about being a fae. It's, oh, I didn't even notice it. It's a siege monster. I'm sorry. This little guy is actually a siege monster. Holy crap. So if your group hides behind a door, he could come busting it down like a Chad. Oh, that is so awesome. Oh man, I love that. I love this little tiny guy doing this. And it says it's like a funny familiar, which is hilarious. But they are strength 18, so they are a tough little bugger. High constitution, high charisma, high wisdom too. Not bad. They can also animate trees. They can throw rocks. Wow. Dang, I can see why they're called dangerous neighbors, and they can call to arm. Wow, this is a very... Wow, I love the axe in the head. That's pretty cool. I love the whole like little bit of a flavor to the character, and the face is well done. It's like Treebeard, but if he was just like a midget and was like, or his like baby, or you know, this is baby Treebeard. There you go. It's baby Treebeard. Like this would definitely work great for treant babies. Like maybe they're called Forest Guardians when they're babies because they're too big, too small to really be that, but they're so strong. Man, that is... I just love this character. I don't know why, but I love this character. It looks so funny, goofy, but at the same time, with these stats, it could just mess up a party. Like, I mean, it's got a 33 average hit point and a speed of 30, so it can run you pretty much right behind you until it catches you or throws rocks at you. That's terrifyingly dangerous. And I still love how this little tiny guy is a siege monster. Like, goodness gracious. I can imagine a village being ransacked by these little guys, wrecking the buildings, and then just later going like, they deserted. They were cutting down the trees. Like, oh, dang. What do you do to someone who starts a fire in the forest just to keep themselves warm? You want to find out? It's like, oh, no. Not with your unwieldy strength. Oh, man, that's a good one, Wildspire. That's a good one. You got me laughing on that when I set him out there. It just looks so good. Okay, let's move on to another mini before I laugh myself to death. Okay, your eyes are not deceiving you. We have 4 Goblin Bombadiers. And these little chicas have some dangerous powers. They carry a scimitar, which is funny because on the picture it has it. On the mini it does not. Kind of a sadness there. They do carry the bomb and have that similar pose. They just don't have the scimitar. Kind of sad. And it's funny how these little Bombadiers are kind of wearing like a... They let their tummy show, and they just, wow, they're very simplistic. Like, very simple, but you know what? Since it's got a nice ponytail on top of the head, you could probably use as a goblin playing as like a girl wants to play a goblin in the group, or a guy wants to be a goblin chick with bombs. Just, hey, here you go. But I'm so surprised they have scimitar. Looks like you only get 1 bomb, though, which is kind of a shame. Oh, you got nimble escape. That's pretty cool. You're mostly dexterous, got some con, your strength and all that are pretty crappy, but being a goblin, what'd you expect? Good stealth, though. It never has more than 1 bomb. That's a shame. You only get a 1-shot. 2 bombs is not likely to survive. Oh, hold on, I gotta read this. Why is the 1-shot? Okay. A Goblin Bombardier never has more than 1 bomb. Most likely because any goblin that finds 2 bombs is not likely to survive very long. Dang, Wildspire, that is kind of cold there. Damn. Oh, they have a clumsy... there's a clumsy variant thing. A 30% chance out of a D100 to throw a bomb in a random direction. And use D4 for... Oh, random direction D4 for either that. And distance of... Wow. D4 times 10 feet. Dang. You are... Wow, that is like hilarious. I'm surprised. That's really hilarious, but man. I love how it's like the goblins don't discuss Bombadiers. I'm like, yeah, I wonder why, because the more Bombadiers, the more explosions that destroy your village. That is hilarious. I love it, and goodness gracious, they actually put this one on a small base. They followed it perfectly. Very nice, Wildspire. A clap on that one. I just love the clumsy variant options just so your character can blow up the party. How nice. Moving on. Okay, so now we're on to the Shroom Druid. Oh boy, we got a myconoid character class type going on here. Now it says small, but as you can see, he's pretty big for a small mushroom. He's got a bow in the picture, but here we have him holding a staff. He is a druid, so I guess the staff makes more sense. I love the artwork where he's got like this crack on the eye. I don't see it on the mini, but they might have did that because maybe just make it nicer. But this would be good if you wanted to just have some uniqueness to a myconoid tribe, or if you just want to play a myconoid, which would be really awesome. He's got wild shape, Guardians of the Deep Wood, spell casting, really cool. He's mostly Dex, Con, and Wisdom based with a little Charisma and Intelligence. Strength is his dump stat, apparently. He's got Damaging Spores. That's cool. Hold on. I see small problems. Let's see here. Typically inhabit a single tree or human cave. Aw. So it just shows they're kind of like a nomad. I thought it was like something cool. Here's one. The Shroom language is as adorable as they are, mostly consisting of meeps and boops. Oh, this is funny. I love it. Oh, I love that. It's just so whimsical at the same time as cute and funny. I might have to bring this up to my group deck. Maybe I might want to play a Myconoid Shroom Druid. It'd be kind of funny. Like, feel my explorers. Boop. They just, in their version here, like, meep, meep. Boop. Some type of dumb, stupid babble. I don't know if they have common or anything. It doesn't say what their languages are entirely. It just says Shroomish. Or, sorry, the Shroom. Like, god dang. Awesome. Okay. But I love the cape. The cape looks pretty cool. The flowing cape look there. The staff looks pretty nice. Man, they made that Shroom a big Shroom. That is too big to be small. I would definitely say this is just a medium Myconoid. But just more cartoony, obviously, which I think I like it. I like that style. It's not bad. It's not too outside the box. I think using this guy for a character would not be difficult at all. And any group wanting to do that, I would just go all in because it just looks so funny and worth the effort. Okay, let's move on to the next character before I get too distracted by these cute little, supposedly dangerous little shrooms. So next up we have the Turtlefolk Pirate. Pretty simple creature. His artwork is definitely more unique than his miniature, but for a simple Turtlefolk, it works pretty good. He's got like the cannon on the shoulder, which is kind of cool. Got himself like a spear. I wish he matched the artwork because the one of the artwork has a peg leg, and I wish he was a bit more squat like a true turtle. But you know what? For a simple turtle pirate, hey, that'll do. Oh, they're chaotic evil. Okay, this is like a medium turtle. Okay, this is like an evil one, apparently. Let's see. We got take shelter, normal type thing, blunderbuss butt. Oh, so I can hit you with it. Or just shoot with a blunderbuss, which I thought was a cannon. Okay, he's a skilled duelist? Yeah, sure he is. Okay. This is just hilarious. He's got like the followers of Torta. Full frontal. For dueling, and I'm a survivor. Oh, Lord. If you need some turtles, and you wanted some pirates to flesh out some type of watery campaign, here you go. Very nice Wildspire. You threw me outside the box, but it looks good. I like it. Okay, now we have the Deep Gnome Worker. So, pretty interesting. I mean, this is basically your standard Deep Gnome from like that. Let's see here. Established gender roles of deep gnomes. The workers are always male. Okay. Okay, these guys like to have elemental companions. That's pretty cool. They get mines. Oh, that's pretty sweet. So, you know, they like to be mining civilizations. They get dynamite. They can throw ore, and they can hit you with a hammer. Oh, that's pretty cool. They got the gnome cunning and stone camouflage. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. They're not too bad. Pretty strong. Pretty constitution heavy, good dex, not bad intelligence. They're really lacking charisma, but you know, being an underground species, not too problematic. Not bad. I do like it. Yeah, it's actually not too bad. I think this would be a nice character option for anyone who wants to play a gnome but wants to be a deep gnome and just be different. I mean, sad they don't have a female sculpt in there, but hey, hopefully maybe over time Wildspire will do that. Pretty nice. Let's move on. So next up, we have the Coastal Siren. Basically, you could just call these merfolk because they literally are merfolk. You know, but in the picture, it does show them having a dolphin companion. I'm trying to see if it says anything about that, only because I cannot see it on here anywhere. Well, that's cool. They have like a Kiss of Death ability, so I guess, you know. So she could suck the air out of you. I bet you could probably also say reverse, and she could also help you. Basically a lot of merfolk stuff, except these ones have a lot more like seductive songs, resistant to charm, they're slippery, waterborne. These ones look like they probably can't leave the water in their ideal, but yeah, very unique. Now it does show this thing with like a very lengthy, snaky body, which is fine. A lot of the merfolk minis have that. And they do show her having some gear on her belt, like some looks like bombs, a knife. I don't know why they gave them a dolphin. Only because I know dolphins in D&D are actually a full medium-sized creature, just like a humanoid. So maybe you could say that like they keep dolphin pup or dolphin calves as their familiars, so that when it grows older, it naturally is bonded to the mermaid. And I'm just gonna call them mermaids because that's really what this is. This is just a merfolk. But pretty cool. I do like it, and it looks really well done. Like, I do like the model, and it's really cool. I look forward to painting these up to some merfolk, so we can have some female merfolk maybe in a coastline campaign or something along the coast. I wouldn't make them as sirens, but I would definitely use them for merfolk because we need more of those. And I mean, I do have a couple, like, I do have a set of dolphin minis, so I got a couple dolphins that could be, like, you know, put with them as maybe they live with the pod as just a sign of, like, you know, fellow intelligent water creatures. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay, very nice. Let's move on as we still got more to go. Okay, so here we have a variation in the catfolk species with the house-based catfolk, which I think is kind of different. So they're called house catfolk bandits, at least here, where it shows them holding a fish burger and a blunderbuss pistol. Oh, it's not just a blunderbuss. Okay, I thought it was a pistol, but nope, it's a blunderbuss. And they got like some type of blade sticking out of the basket on their back, probably to hold their stuff. Pretty interesting. I'm trying to see if they have anything. Can't stay mad. Huh. Sweet home. Curious. Can't stay mad. Interesting. Oh, they have a scimitar. Okay. They get keen smells. That's pretty nice. I like these chunky little cat dudes. They're pretty cool. I like this. I like this variation in the house cat type. Because a lot of people have always said, how can I look like a house cat but still be like a Tyvax instead of a wild cat look? Well, I guess you want to be the house cat variety. I mean, you'll be small, but, you know, like a gnome, you got to take that smaller size and then maybe use the fact that you're cuter to your advantage. Yeah, here it is. Actually, oh, it even says so. The house cat folk are a different breed than their wilder big cat ancestors. They tend to be more sociable than other cat folk, and their ancestry defined by humanoid companionship. Okay, so if you want to be a great companion to your party and be more friendly, you want to be these guys, because unlike the wilder Tyvaxes, they are definitely different. So very unique, and I like it. That's pretty cool. But moving on, like I said, we still got more to go. Okay, here we have probably one of the more ridiculous creatures. And it is the Hell Pug, which I guess maybe if you were an evil... They are chaotic neutral. Oh, they are a devil. Okay, never mind. They're a fiend and they're devils. So I guess these would be allies to devil monsters that are small. So maybe a spine devil, or maybe one of the types of other flying or smaller devils like would want to keep these guys like pets because they maybe aren't strong enough to keep elemental hounds. I'm trying to see what they have here. Okay, they are resistant to poison and fire. That's pretty cool. Or immune to fire and poison. They have an Inferno attack, Devil's Sight, Deviated Septum. It's a friggin' that's funny. Grumpy Disposition, Barking Swarm. Wow. Okay, like wasps, they swarm you and attack you in group. That's funny. And they have a Blazing Flame to their bite. But it looks like... Okay, yeah, so they summon flames. They don't shoot flames. They summon it to attack you. So that's pretty interesting. They can see in the dark with the Devil's Sight. So that's pretty cool. Okay, you know what? For even being a joke creature, they're pretty cool. As you can see, the sculpt is more to be desired, unfortunately. But, you know, once you paint them up, I'm sure it'll help kind of get any of the lines to really pop. So definitely keep up with my Twitter, guys, for the Dracon Twitter. So when I do get around to painting these pugs, I will put them there. So hopefully there will be some interesting looks to see that you just can't see because, unfortunately, the lineature and the plastic color. But let's move on. Okay, so here we have a Goblin Shaman. So if you wanted a Shaman for your Goblin group, this guy would work. He has a really creepy downward turn nose. Kind of reminds me of the old Warlock from, like, the old Christmas movies back in the day. He's got a little stab. He's got a totem on his head, which in the artwork, it's a lot nicer looking because you get a second set of wings. But hey, you know, they probably had to make a cut to make it fit right on the mold. But yeah, not too bad. I think it's very simple, very straightforward. I'm trying to see if he's got the beard, though, because I don't know if he has his lengthy beard on his face. Looks like, okay, they also really shortened the beard, which is kind of a shame. It had that long scraggliness I liked. But yeah, if you're looking for a good shaman to throw at your group for goblins, here you go. You can have a group of shamans like they're all the leaders, and maybe the totems get bigger and bigger every single shaman's generation. So yeah, you can help make some lore there, make it pretty cool. That's pretty nice. I mean, they got some totemic vitality, so the totem does do something. And they hide. It's pretty cool. Yeah, very nice. Very nice, Wildspire. Very nice to add a new type of goblin that we didn't have a mini of before. Really nice. Okay, so here we get an awesome addition of a Lizardfolk, something we always could use more of, and this is an assassin. He's got the 2 blades, he's got goggles, which I'm not sure why. He just has goggles. He's got hand crossbows ability, sneak attack, cunning action, hold breath, which they do. Yeah, he's got some cool stuff. Oh, he's got Dragon Shrine. What's this? Oh, so they actually make shrines to dragons. It's pretty cool. Really nice. I like him. He's very simple, but you know what? To have a Lizardfolk who's just different in look is always nice. Wish his base is a little bigger, as they are medium creatures. Why other minis got bigger bases? A mystery. But I don't know. Maybe they want it to be a little bit better. Yeah, pretty cool. He always gets multi-attack, too. He gets 2 strike actions. Pretty nice armor. Not bad hit points. His dex is the best. Strength, con, and wisdom are all 12. Oh, charisma 13. And intelligence 10. He's actually not a bad stat overall. He has no negative stats. That's pretty cool. He'd make a really cool player character, too, if someone wanted to be a rogue Lizardfolk. That'd be really awesome. Okay. Very nice, Wildspire. I always love more Lizardfolk and more cool minis for class races that don't really get used much. But let's move on, because we're getting down to the final 3 of these before we get to the big special group. So let's move on. Okay, so now we go with this more sort of Japanese-esque inspired Tiefling Outlander. Really cool. She's got a long sword, even though it really can almost be a katana. She's got longbow. She has trample. Oh. So she has like a special horse skill. Okay. That's cool. Harsh environment. Mounted raider. Merciless, spirit bond. Huh. That's pretty cool. I love her, like, the spikes on her shoulder. She has more of, like, the tusks kind of coming out, which is unique. I think this would make a cool tiefling female character if you want to be more like a bad, sort of like, and not like bad as in, like, you know, bad, but I mean, I love how she's got, like, the abs. She has the abs of strength. Like, she looks like badass. Like, she's gonna walk up, pick you up by the collar, and be like, you want to go, little man? And you're just like, oh, snap. She's about to knock me out. That is really awesome. I love it. And I love her skills. She's got good strength. She has +3 to con and wisdom for saves. She's got good wisdom. Her charisma's only a 9, so that's her only negative, but that's not bad. She's a really well-rounded character, like, option. And she has a cool look. I love this look. And with a tiefling, they show her as purple, but you could make her whatever color you want. You could have a blue tiefling. You could make her sky blue, void blue, yellow. I mean, tieflings are the limit. That's why I think I like about tieflings. That's pretty cool. I wish she had a tail. It's the only thing I wish she had, like, a tail. Because all tieflings usually have tails, but, I mean, I guess technically she could be a tiefling of, like, a orcish descent. Maybe that's why. I don't think orc tieflings have tails. I don't know. I have to go back in tiefling lore for that. But that's still pretty cool. I love it. Or you could use her as, like, a small female Oni. You don't have any of those. Like, that's really awesome. Well done, Wildspire. I love her design. Just love it. As I am a fan of the Japanese culture, that is awesome. Moving on. We're down to the last 2 batches of the medium to small guys. So here we move into the angelical creature that is in here, / devil, since they are technically a devil. But the Ernest Bard. I'm sorry, I had the page open so I could read a little bit on it. There it is. A medium, fiend, devil, lawful evil, 18 with plate armor. 141 is the average. I'm trying to see if they get anything special being a... Oh, they get fiendish inspiration. That's pretty cool. I love the artwork. Her artwork makes her look a little sassy. And she has definitely an anime character-esque look to her in the artwork. Really cool, Lordania. The Lord of Salan, Lordania is a well-known Aranese bard with... Oh, so there's actually like a named Aranese uses for that she most likely represents. That is really cool. Just to have a bard Aranese that was different. I mean, I know bard... Wow, that's really cool. Really cool. I do love having named characters because that's like the special ones, and I guess it's a good thing because you could have her painted to match the... I'll probably paint one to match her from the book since that's that must be Lordania. And then the other ones I'll just paint as just standard Aranese or unique ones. Heck, I might even paint one that has Angelic look for giggles. Or like maybe like with white wings with red bottom, bloody bottom like look. That'd be really cool. So really awesome. I love that we get Aranese. Something we always need more of too are those creatures we don't really have a lot of minis of to really represent. So that's awesome. And I get 4 of them. Oh, the options of painting options. Yay. Very nice. Moving on to the last of these small guys before we get to the special big boys. So why not finish this with dragons? We have the Bookish Dragon Wormling. Now, honestly, this looks more like a blue dragon, so I really think you could paint one of these to be a blue dragon Wormling if you don't have one. They have rambunctious procrastinations, or practitioners. Sorry, I don't know why I said procrastinators. But we have a variant here with the Bookish Dragon Wormling must roll on the wild magic table every time it uses chromatic breath. Dang, that could be broken as all heck. That's cool. I mean, like, they say metallic, but, like, it has chromatic breath. And it has powers of deduction. Like, the strength, dex, and con, they just have nothing written, which I'm guessing is because maybe it doesn't physically fight. I don't know. But it has a -2 to con, intelligence of +2, wisdom +2, and a charisma +2. I am not sure what that means. Unless... Hold on. Oh, okay, so that's what this is. Okay, so you take... Okay, I figure out what they wrote. So basically, you take the stat block of a Wormling, you give them a +2 to charisma, +2 to wisdom, +2 to intelligence, -2 to their constitution, then you do nothing for the dex and strength, though. Okay, that makes more sense. That was confusing me, but this is cool. I like the simplistic design. I'm probably going to paint one to be a blue dragon for sure, because you can never have too many blue dragon Wormlings, and maybe paint the others into one of the copy of my bigger dragon to be its baby form, and then, I don't know, maybe a different one, just in different colors for fun. Like, that's really awesome. I did not expect that. That's cool. I mean, plus these guys could probably change colors. That's pretty sweet. Okay, let's get to the big dogs, though. The ones we've been waiting for. The big dogs finally ending up with the big dragon himself, shall we? Okay, so first up for the big dogs, we're going with the Archdevil. This is a very unique creature. As we do have just a devil, you could use it as probably a representation for an evil demon, but being an Archdevil is actually pretty powerful. I mean, with a strength of, wow, challenge rating 23, so he's tough. He's got Infernal, Telepathy, True Sight, no poison or that, resistant to non-magical attacks that aren't silvered, 28 strength, 22 dex, 26 con, intelligence 24, wisdom of 20, and a charisma of 28. Okay. He's also got the Incinerate spell, Claw, multi-attack, magic resistance, magic weapons. Oh, his attacks are all magical. So, dang, if you have the non-magical guard like he does, you basically are screwed. Wow. Oh, he can't even provoke opportunity attacks. Oh, dang. He is just... He's even got legendary actions. Wow. He's got, like, you know, Fear Aura. He's got... Wow, this dude is a... Wow, this guy... Wow, I'm going to have to give this guy an epic paint job or look up an Archdevil that he could possibly... able to represent if I want to have a named Archdevil, but this guy is really awesome if you want an unnamed Archdevil that can really mess your party up, and basically is so tough that he can walk up to probably something like a Baylor and slap it in the face and say, no, bad Baylor, screw off or I rip your skull off. It's like, dang, and it adorns my loincloth. Which, noticing on his body, he has heads on his body and skulls on the artwork, so shame they couldn't keep that going. Wow. Dang. Really cool. Let's get on to the next big bad for these large class creatures. And I love... Oh, before I do though, I love that they also went and took all the large bases and gave them like that cobblestone look under their feet to really help solidify. These are unique and very lovely sculpted minis. I mean, Wildspire, you've done an amazing job. I just got to say it again. Moving on. So continuing on, another lovely sculpted mini, and one that's actually, in my opinion, better than sometimes what we're getting for actually like D&D usage already. The Armored Lamia. Really nice. She's got no legendary, which is nice, so we're not dealing with a legendary Lamia. But if we're looking for a demonic creature that's definitely going to be really powerful in the Servant of Grass, this would probably be some of his top tier Lamia guard women who not only service him, but also protect his butt, because she is looking nasty. And I love how her sheath actually looks functional, how she grabs it. Because she could reach back with her hand, aim towards the ground type, the idea of the fingers going to the ground, grab the knife, pull it up, and she's got it in the downward stab motion to fight any adventuring character of medium or even large size to stab into them. I love how they even have the one paw coming up to do an attack, which helps show off that these things do claw attacks. That's really impressive. I love the armor. Like, it matches the book completely. Like, this is an awesome mini. I am going to look forward to painting her into a really cool look, and I'm going to give her gold armor because she is really awesome. I'd make her like a General of Grass because that is cool. Really nice. She's got great spell casting too. Wow. She can also do like 3 times a day. She gets Charm, Person, Thunderwave, Tech Thoughts, Scrying, Suggestion, whole person's specials. And one day she can use Gias or Phantasmal Force. Dang, this Lamia is tough. Dang. I guess I can see why Grass keeps these chicas around. They're aggressive. Queen's all right. Look at them frickin' dominate. This is awesome. I love her stats. I love her design. This is awesome. I look forward to painting this. So yeah, guys, make sure you go to my Twitter on Dracon when I finally upload a shot of this thing when I'm done with it, because I'm looking forward to it. But let's get to the second of the big monsters, one that I really wanted to take a look at because I like the shark and bear. And we're going to then get to the dragons. Let's move on and hopefully finish this lengthy video. And I'm sorry it's been so long. I hope you grabbed yourself a beverage because it's still nerdy. Okay, here is what I think. I always want to say the opposite of what it actually is, so I'm sorry. I think it's the shark and bear. I'm going to turning the page. Here it is. Yes, shark and bear. I was right. Large monstrosity, chaotic neutral, blah, blah, blah. Oh, it has spellcasting? It's a 7th level spellcaster? It has legendary actions. What? Wow. It's a Feywild protector, but dang, that is so impressive. It actually has, wow, it's actually tanky with 166 health points. It's pretty beefy. 24 strength, a little bear. 20 con when it has, okay. Dexterity of only 12, yeah, I mean, it's hard when you have to bite everything to move it. It has no charisma, really, speak us as negative, but let's see, you got keen smell, rend, wow, bear bite, shark bite, multi-attack, 3rd level, 4th level slots, dang. This is a very tanky bear, and I love the fur. Now, in the book, it shows the fur being this kind of more like a very simple like fur, but I like what it looks like on the model. It really brings forth, and it actually matches really, even the mold lines match the artwork, how you see this kind of just straight line between shark and bear on his arms. Dang, I really can't wait till the day I can throw this at my party and they just go, what is that? And I just get that whole double take where I go, yes, your eyes are not deceiving you. A shark and bear has emerged, because that's just awesome. I love it. But let's get to the big dragon for the finale, shall we? And now we get to the premium, the big boy himself, this sort of book reading dragon, the adult bookish dragon. He has huge classification size. He has the powers of deduction, chromatic breath, legendary actions to the spark of luck. Oh boy, we all know how you can abuse that power. And he gets a total of 5 luck points. Wow, that's dang. They are hermits, trained mind, blah, 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 obviously. This guy is impressive. I mean, in the book here, it looks like he's like a gold with a greenish yellow beard. But I'll probably paint mine to be a purple dragon, and I might buy a second one of these big dragons, just because I'd paint one to match the book and one to be purple. And maybe I'd like go as much as like, oh, you've met my brother. And like, you know, what? Well, how are you brothers? You're different colors. Like, hey, not every dragon of the metallics of our bookish nature is like that. Like, we can be whatever color. I mean, like, that'd be cool for lore. I mean, look how nice he looks, though, next to, like, other minis. He has so much lovely detail. And yes, you can see a bit more of the mold lines. I only have him dry put together. So like I didn't putty or anything. I just literally stuck them together quick in his slots just so you could see him fully assembled. And man, this is one awesome dragon. You know me, I love my dragons. When I am done with this guy, he is going on the shelf next to other premium minis because this is definitely a premium of the set. If this guy was like the premium of all of the Wildspire minis so far, that would be fine because he's awesome. This is awesome. Wildspire, I'm giving you like the 3 thumbs up and a tail up, so 3 points total is the ideal. Because this is just awesome. I mean, like, god darn, I love these dragons that come along that have these unique layers and like are just so unique. Like you look at this guy on a shelf and he would grab your attention. That's what you want. You're not just looking at a shelf of just the same thing over and over. And not just because it's like gargantuan or like colossal, like my red dragon, but like this thing is like, you're like, what is that? And you go, oh, and you look him over. So really awesome. I do love it. He's awesome as heck. He also has that plus and additional minusing stuff to like stats. So he doesn't really have a stat block. You basically have to take the other creature stat block and add or minus stuff. And really awesome. I do love it. I even like the beard. It's just unique. Well done, Wildspire. Well done. So guys, that's all I've got for you today. But make sure if you have gone this far in the video, I thank you for coming all the way. I know it's a little bit of a lengthy one, but I thank you. Now, make sure you do, in this case, Spire Slam that like button so you can help out my channel, as well as also show some love for these Wildspire made products. At the same time, make sure you comment down below. Maybe if you found a mini you really liked, or an idea, question, comment, or concern. Helps get that YouTube algorithm there. And if you have not subscribed to the channel to help support it as well, make sure you do so. Smash that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell to all so you're not missing out as best as possible for YouTube's annoying algorithm. And I'll see you guys on the next time. Adios and have a great one, guys. Bye-bye.